Great morning, great morning, great morning. I am Nicole D. Jones, and I am just so happy and grateful for another day. I'm happy and grateful for life today. I'm happy and grateful for another opportunity to really right my wrongs. I'm happy and grateful just for another day to look at me, to look at this journey to make a decision to continue to walk with my glass half full, never half empty, to be able to be intentional, to just enjoy, embrace, and accept everything in my day. I'm happy and grateful for that because not everyone has that choice. Every day is not promised to us, okay? So we got to wake up happy. We got to wake up grateful. All right. That should be our posture all the time. And we know that today, before we go into today, I am happy and grateful that I am healthy, that I'm wealthy, that I'm prosperous, that you are healthy, that you are wealthy, that you're prosperous. Everything your hands go to touch, everything our hands go to touch, it must, it shall, and it will prosper and grow. Okay. I don't know if y'all believe that. I believe it. So I say it. If something happens in my day and it tries to take me off, I'm healthy, I am wealthy, I am prosperous, no matter what my natural eyes see. No matter what my natural eyes see, I know and I understand that I'm in a fixed fight and I've already won. Okay? Perspective. Everything is perspective. But we know that today is Warriors Wednesday. We are warriors that are victorious. It does not matter what we face. It does not matter what we go through. We have already won, okay? And so we know that April is also Financial Literacy Month. So what I wanted to share today, and I want to do it, I purposely wanted to do it on Wednesday when we know that we're a warrior, when we know that we're victorious. I want you to know that a budget is not a bad word. It's actually a blessed one. Okay? Like, that girl talking about money. Indeed, I am. Why? Because we are prosperous. Okay? We are wealthy. Our wealth comes from within. And because we are wealthy, we have an overflow. And like we talked about on Monday, at the end of it, revenue is needed. All right? The economy needs it. It just is what it is. So what it is with us, though, we have to learn how to be intentional and a good steward over what we have. Because it's never how much you have, it's what you do with what you have. All right? So the first thing you have to know, you have to be able to budget your money. You have to know what's going in and what's going out. All right? So some of you guys already do it, and it's a great thing. Some of you guys have never done it, and it's okay, because we're going to start now. Why? Because we're holding each other accountable. So what is a budget? What is it? For me, I don't know. I didn't define the word. I didn't define it today. I'm working on paper in Texas. I'm working on the phone. I do have my little iPad, but it just, I'm on vacation, all right? But we all know what a budget is. And basically, for me, my thought of it is being able to track what comes in, what comes out, being able to know where, giving my money a specific destination. That's a budget, all right? Money comes into me. I need to know what I need, what I'm responsible for. Where does my money go? So the first thing I do is I still get a calendar and I write everything. Yes, I'm a little OCD. I color code my stuff. Everything has a reason, blue is my house things. Pink is like my personal stuff. I do pink all over. Yellow are things that James and I share. There's usually more colors. Y'all see, I didn't finish coloring it, but you want to write it down. Why? Because we write the vision, we make it plain. You need to be able to see it. Yes, it can be in your head. Yes, you can know what comes out, But the good thing, and see for the green, because I get paid twice a month, I put down when the money comes in. Everything that's written, the due dates, I put it, and then I know when I have money coming in from my job, okay? Multiple streams of income, but the one that's fixed, I have on there, all right? So why do we do this? Because we need to see it. Because here's the thing. Some people don't do it because they don't want in their face what they owe. They feel like they're already robbing Peter to pay Paul. But check this out. Because I told you, for everything that's negative or everything that tries to discourage you, we have to learn how to flip it to encourage us, okay? How can you say that you have an overflow? How can you say that you're blessed and highly favored? How can you say all these things and you don't even know? You know. Because if it's something where you're looking at it and you're like, man, I don't have enough to come in to cover what I have. But then at the end of every month, some kind of way, even if you got to float some stuff over to the next month, some kind of way, you still make it. Okay? You can see that, and that should encourage you. If you're still at a deficit, our goal is to have multiple streams of income. All right? I'm not saying go and work 4 jobs where you physically, manually going to do that. I'm not going to do that. At 48, I'm just not willing to work 2 jobs. I've had 2 jobs most of my life. I'm not willing to do it anymore. This is just me as far as clocking in for someone else. All right. But what do we say to ourselves at least 3 days a week? Everything that my hands go to touch, it must prosper and grow. Everything. So what are your hands touching that can make money for you? Especially through COVID, everybody got a workbook on some type of streaming platform. You charge $9.99. You charge $10. You get 10 people, that's $100. All right. There is something that all of us have something that in us that we can give to someone else. So be creative. Think outside the box. If you need more income coming in, think of things that you have to offer somebody. You may be one that can do hair. You may not be licensed, but every time someone see you, oh, I like the way your hair looks. Oh, you braid hair? Oh, can you show me how to do that? Well, there it is. Now you done came up with a class to show people how to do baby hairs. I don't know. Whatever. Anything that people see with you. Makeup. Everyone cannot put on makeup. I understand. I don't do it. I don't know what I'm going to look like. And I believe because people love me, some will tell me the truth, some won't. But that's just not a lane I go down because that's not my forte. But you may be one that always get compliments on your makeup. Do an online tutorial. Anything to bring in money. You have to be creative, okay? Because I don't know about y'all, but for me, my goal is 8 streams of income. I need 8, all right? I want multiple streams of income that when I'm asleep and I wake up, I just see deposits in my account, all right? That's what I'm working towards. That's a part of my goal. That's a part of my vision. So we want to make sure we know what's coming in and what's going out. And it's Financial Literacy Month. I just want to highlight some stuff for y'all, but we're not going to, stay stuck, okay? So the first thing, though, I definitely want you to do is a budget. If you're doing this already, you're halfway there to a budget, all right? Write it down for yourself. Know what needs to go out, know what needs to come in. Know when your money's coming in so that you know how to break it up where you're just not leaving yourself with nothing, okay? If you know, for me, things are paid because I get paid on the 10th and the 25th. Most of the time, my 25th, the check on the 25th, I try to do the last 2 weeks of the month and what goes into the beginning of the week or the month. The 10th, I try to do from the 9th of the 10th up into the middle of the month so that I'm not late, okay? And if you can get to a point where you can automate, oh, Lord, see, I don't know about y'all, but when I could automate, man, I felt like I had arisen. I just felt like a a big girl, just an adult, okay? Because when you can automate, when you can set an account aside and just put money in it because you know the total that's needed and your bills can just come out automatically, it take a stress off of you, okay? So if you're not doing that, set that as a goal for the things that can be paid for, even if you set it, well, I'm put all my credit cards over here and I'm gonna set up where a certain amount goes to each one. I'm telling you, it gives you that feeling of freedom. It makes you feel like you're not bound, and it will actually probably get you to a point and a posture where you ain't hating going to work. Sometimes we feel how we feel about going to a job because we feel like we work so hard and we have nothing to show for it. All right, now I don't know about y'all, but I know that's how I felt for a very long time, because I've been blessed to have income come in, but when you're a poor steward and you don't have anything to show for it, listen, you go into your little job just angry, like you got attitude and don't even know why, because you're already thinking about it, all right? But it's all good. If that's you, we're gonna learn how to shift our perspective. Because remember, everything, even like I said, Financial Literacy Month is this month. This is why I'm highlighting these things for us, okay? Because I believe no matter what, our mindset, when we learn how to tend the garden, remember I told y'all, our mindset is the Garden of Eden, and our goal is to get back there before the apple was bit, all right? Because that's who we are. That's who we've been created to be. So we're royalty, all right? We're kings and queens. We're all these things that are in a posture of overflow to serve, all right? So we're not a slave to money. We understand that. But when we learn to be a good steward, we get in our rightful place, okay? It's all perspective. So if it's a deficit, like I said, everything your hands go to touch, it must multiply, it must manifest, it must grow. So we just, again, be creative, come up with ways to bring other streams of income in. I guarantee y'all, because I've seen it in my own life, when you're intentional with anything you do, but because we're talking about finances, when you're intentional to do what's right, blessings come. People will start sowing into you because they'll begin to see you as good ground. You have to be seen as good ground, all right? If you're good ground, I ain't got no problem sowing anything into you, all right? Because I know that there'll be a return. I know that that seed will be watered, it will grow, and there will be a harvest from it. All right, I ain't gonna go down that. Don't get, just know who you are. Know whose you are, all right? Know that your self-worth goes in, so it doesn't skip areas. So finances is not one of them, all right? You won't be skipped. You are who you are. And that is, listen, y'all do your affirmations today? I am needed. I am loved. I am loved. I am important. I am valuable. I am beautiful. You're all these things. You're wealthy. You're healthy. You're prosperous. Okay? All falls into that. So write your stuff down. Make sure you can see what's coming in and out. Don't be intimidated by the word budget. It's not a bad word. It's a blessed word. It is for you to be able to write out the things that you need and the things you need to see for yourself, okay? Ultimately, for you to just be who you truly are and to walk in your kingship, okay? We're not out here robbing Peter to pay Paul. And if that's the process that you're in, know that it's just for a season. Jehovah God moves in seasons. So it will pass, all right? It will pass. We just got to learn how to stay self-disciplined. We need to learn how to be in self-control. We need to continue to work on us, okay? This is why I keep telling you, we're coming on here every week. It's just for accountability. But if you really go back and look at what we've been talking about, especially this year, they're just building blocks, okay? Go back to the YouTube and look at them, because when we are learning I'm learning how to be unapologetically me. You're learning how to be unapologetically you. You're willing to peel the layers back to get to the person who you truly have been created to be, understanding that we're in a fixed fight and that we've already won. So everything we do and we talk about is just to be like, all right, sis, all right, bruh. Like we're walking together. We're strong enough to do this. And your finances is the same way, all right? Because we don't love money, all right? We don't love money. Money serves us. It doesn't master us. And we will keep it in its right place, its proper place. That's what budgeting does, okay? It shows us realistically where we are. So don't be intimidated by that word. Don't be intimidated. Try it. It's only what is today? What's today? The 7th. So it's the 7th of April. If you haven't done it already, do it. Try it for this month, okay? If you don't hit it and you don't get it exactly the way it's supposed to be, don't beat yourself up. Because let me tell you something I can guarantee you. I guarantee you, those revolving bills is going to come back next month and give you another opportunity to try again, okay? They're coming back, all right? So you ain't got to beat yourself up. Actually celebrate yourself, because at least you're willing to try. At least you're willing to put yourself in a better place. And if you already do it, go back and tweak it. Some people are like, oh, I got a budget, I'm good, and I have, a little bit left over for myself. All right, go tweak it. And maybe you can have a lot more left over for yourself, all right? Always be willing to be a student in whatever we're learning to do, because it keeps you in a humble posture. It keeps you in the place where you can be unapologetically you, because you're doing it in a posture of submission and humility, not arrogance and pride, okay? Now I feel like I'm on a soapbox, but as y'all know, finances is something that I struggled with for a very long time. And as I've come out, I'm not all the way out, but I'm definitely not where I used to be. I just like to share what helps and what works, okay? So just make sure you budget. Make sure you allot and account for where your money comes and goes. And if you need more, just be creative. Know that you are of value. Oh, and this is what else I was going to tell you. And if you are giving services that you do, nothing's free, because your time is worth something, okay? And if you choose to do a service for free, it's just for advertisement. All right? Everything that you're doing, even when it's something that you're choosing to bring money in to do for yourself, it comes with a cost. Nothing in life is free. There's a cost to everything. So you are too. You're valuable. Your time you can't get it back. We can't get time back. So you make sure that you place a value on your service. And again, if you go and do someone's hair and it's a freebie, then that person needs to be promoting you. Okay? Every compliment that they get, they need to be giving them your number. All right? So remember that too, because we not just giving freebies all the time. That defeats the purpose. The whole reason we're being creative is to bring income in. All right. So again, I just wanted to share this on Wednesday, Warriors Wednesday, because we're here to encourage each other. We understand that we're warriors. Okay. We on the battlefield. We're going to fight. Everything that we do, we're going to win. All right. We're not on this battlefield to be playing around. We win at everything we do. We succeed at everything we do. And even if you feel like you took an L, it's not a loss, it's a lesson, okay? We have to, because trial and error is how we grow, all right? So if you try one thing and it don't work, you ain't at a loss. It don't knock you off, all right? It's just a lesson. You learn and you grow from it. All perspective, all right? There are no mistakes in anything that we go through, but we have to get to a point where we stop repeating vicious cycles that we allow to continue to grow and go in our life. And we've got to start looking at these situations like, okay, what part do I play? What am I supposed to learn from this? And we just get up and we keep going, because we're victorious in everything that we do. we're victorious. If I fall off right now and land on my back, I'm still victorious because I'm still looking up and I'm still going to get up. All right? No matter what. And it's the same thing with your finances. If it feels tight right now, be willing to just be honest with yourself. Am I being a good steward over my money? Am I giving $1? Am I saving $1? And am I putting the 8 towards what it needs to in a priority way? You gotta be honest with yourself. If you're not, ask for forgiveness, get it together, get up and do it right. It's really that simple. Okay? It's that simple. The process may not be that easy, but the stance and what you need to do is really that simple. Okay? So again, I am Nicole D. Jones. I don't even know what time it is, but just remember, we're doing this together. April is Financial Literacy Month. So I'm probably going to try every time we come together to give something, some type of information on finance, because it's something that we all need. And this is something that we're adding to what we're doing to be the best us unapologetically, because this is an area that we have to deal with and we have to talk about. And money is very taboo. Money is very taboo. I still don't understand why. Maybe because, you know, there's so much love for money, which is the sin, because we don't love money. That's where it becomes the problem. But maybe, you know, there's so much love in the world for money. It's made the topic very taboo. Like nobody want to know how much you make, and nobody want to know, you don't want no one to know what you make and what you pay. And listen, I could care less, because at the end of the day, you don't have, if you have my bank account information, you can only deposit, you can't withdraw. If you withdraw, shame on you, you're gonna get in trouble, because sorry, I'm gonna need my money back and I'm gonna have to report you. So I don't care, all right? I don't care who knows how much I make, because you don't pay my bills, all right? But there was a point where I did, because I was just reckless with money. So I didn't want my mom to know, I didn't want my sister to know, I didn't want none of them to know. Now I could care less, all right? I don't do everything right, and I probably don't do everything the way they think that I should, but I'm free from that because I know I'm doing better than I used to. A lot of times when we're afraid to talk about money, it's because there's some type of embarrassment, there's some type of, you know, we hiding something, or we just flat out ain't doing right, all right? So we don't want no one to know, because then it's like a reflection of us. But you gotta put money in its proper place, because then that's a form of bondage and we're free, okay? And have your accountability, because you want to live in the overflow. You want to live there. You want people to be able to drink off your overflow and off your cup. So we got to expose some stuff, get some accountability to get on the right track and be all right with it. Because I promise you, unless they just came in with a family that taught finances and they were given an accountant as a child, I promise you, whatever you're going through, they probably been there, done that, or definitely can relate, or have the education to help you get to where you need to be, all right? None of us is exempt from highs and lows with money. It goes up and down for us all, okay? So leave today encouraged. Be willing to do a budget. Be willing to look at your stuff. Be all right with it. Don't beat yourself up. And if you can see that you are at a deficit, become creative. Start those things that you think about that you could do, or even the things that you're good at. Some people, you know, I can't dress, all right? But there are people around me that can slap an outfit together. Kadeja good for that. Like, can go in, throw an outfit together. Listen, that's a service. Let somebody pay you $20 to dress them for the day. If you get 5 outfits, that's $100. Like, we have so much in us that we could offer and we could give. And then with technology, man, we could just they could draw something up for you. Canva do anything. They put the little thing together for you. All right. But just be creative. Oh, and one more thing. I do it on here. I do it on my calendar, and then I put it on a budget worksheet. So if anybody would like copies of the budget worksheets that I use, you can go to my website, IamNicoleDJones.com. Click on I can't even remember what it says. It might say work with me. You just put your name, your email, and in the box, just ask for the budget worksheet and I'll email it to you. Okay. Well, if you click work with me, it ain't no charge and nothing. It's just a way for me to be able to get in contact with you. But if you would like tools on budgeting and all that, yeah, IamNicoleDJones.com. Work with me. Give me your name, your email, and in the box, just ask for it and I'll send it back. I don't have all those robotic emails. Ain't nobody gonna stalk you. You know, I'm gonna give you what you asked for. Okay. But again, I am Nicole D. Jones. Continue to have a fantabulous, prosperous, wonderful day because you are healthy, you are wealthy, and you are prosperous. And you hold your head up high and you walk in it every day, no matter what comes or goes. Know your self-worth all the time, okay? Have a fantabulous day. Smooches.